Hi! Today's NixPix takes us to my garden for our monthly update. So let's go ahead and check out what happened during January. Here's my malibar spinach that I planted too soon in the season, so we're just letting it go to seed, and we will plant some more in a couple weeks when it gets a little warmer. Here we're going to start some of the lemon basil that I loved so much from last season, and over here we're starting a whole pot of lemon balm from seed. I also added some flowers to my garden this month to brighten it up a little. Here are the carrots. I have managed to keep the top on it, but they are needing some sun, but they are still there. I've got a new packet of seeds that I think are more appropriate for my grow zone, so we'll try those. The potatoes are doing really well. I don't have any flowers yet, but they all look very healthy and green, so that's encouraging. The sweet potato, while I don't have any sprouts or stems coming out on it yet, does have some roots showing. So let's talk about our tomatoes in the containers. These are the larger tomato. This is the determinate ones. And look at that. I've actually got a tomato. Isn't that a cutie pie? So excited. And I have lots and lots of flowers, and it is growing really tall, really quick. Next are the indeterminate tomatoes and my cherry tomatoes. And they are also growing fast and strong, and I have been harvesting them already. And you can see last month's review, these tomatoes had just reached that top rung there. Now they are already past the second rung and growing bigger every day. Here is our little dill sprout project that we had. I thought these would all die, but they didn't. So we're just going to let them go and see what happens. My parsley is still doing very well. I have planted some cilantro. These are green onions that I'm growing from the onion scraps that we buy from the store. I've got some random lettuce that's sprouting up. And I've planted some more garlic. But what's most exciting is what's up here in our strawberry. You know, I've had this for almost a year now. We split it up, and this one I kind of left up there and just kept watering, and look at that. I have got some beautiful flowers. Let's go ahead and move on to the back porch and look at our hydroponic system that we put together. I was doing really well with the lettuce. I ate lots. On here, my wrap, you can see I'm using my cherry tomatoes and my parsley and my lettuce. Some of the larger ones we went ahead and put into containers like this. These are the Kratky containers that we've been talking about. This is what the hydroponic system looks like today, as we are adding some more lettuce, and we put some peppers in there just temporarily. All right, so here we have some of our broccoli sprouts that we've been enjoying, so we grew another tray of those. Over here we have some lettuce sprouts, and I've really been enjoying those on top of my wraps also. And then as they get a little bigger, we'll go ahead and transfer some of those over into the hydroponic system. Here's my key lime. It's still hanging on. Here are some more tomatoes. And here are our tiny Tim tomatoes, and they have flowers. So that's very exciting. These are growing in the Kratky method. So I have my tomatoes in the container, which are fruiting, and I have my tomatoes in the Kratky's containers that are flowering. These are the peppers. They are not flowering quite yet, but if you look real close, you can kind of just tell they're just getting ready to. And here are the strawberries. These are from the same plant that we saw just a few moments ago. These we put in Kratky containers. And look at that. we've got a flower. How exciting. One of the other things that we did was we moved some of these inside to see how they grow inside under our grow lights. And we have a lettuce, a pepper, and a tomato. All right, so you might remember this from last month. I finally went and pulled these garlic bulbs up because the tops had all died, so I assumed that they were as done as they were going to be. I've never grown garlic in Florida, so I really didn't know what to expect. Here you can see that I have, this is the garlic after about 2 weeks of just kind of sitting around. It's actually got a little sprout coming off of it already. So I went ahead and decided to, there was no peeling or any bulbs, so I just cut it in half to see what it looked like inside. So here's a picture of that. It looks like a fruit, and it smells like a cucumber. So we have actually seen lettuce growing 5 different ways in this video. 1, they're growing rogue out in my containers in my garden. 2, we've got them here in the hydroponic system. 3, we have them in the Kratky containers. And 4, we are growing them as sprouts. And 5, we have the Kratky container inside. Today's NixPix takes us to my garden. So let's go do... Today's NixPix. Today's NixPix takes me to my garden. Let's go do another monthly update and see what's happened. Today's NixPix takes us to my garden. So let's go ahead and see what happened in the month of July. And we did the microgreens. Did I mention the microgreens? Oh, what is that? Someone threw out a table and chairs. Oh.